I think I discovered something big. Not only did I discover what comes after the Light and Dark saga, but I think I discovered what Nezarec is. Since a lot of you really did like my psychotic lore rant video that I did on the Veil, I'm gonna do it again, and it is on a topic that I briefly touched on last video, and that was Nezarec. So get your red strings, your corkboard, and your spinfoil hats on, because now we're doing Nezarec Decoded. So let me lay out my theory for you, and then let me go ahead and explain why I think this is true. Because I think that Nezarec is planning something big. Bigger than Lightfall, bigger than Final Shape. He is what comes next. He's going to help us beat the Witness, and then after Final Shape, he will re-emerge and say it was all part of his plan, and he and his kind are gonna take over. And yeah, that's right, I said his kind, because I think there are more like him, and I think I have solid proof. So let me start by him helping us beat the Witness, and he has actually already started to help us, and I bet you didn't notice. Let me play the ending cutscene from Season of the Plunder.
And the Mithrax could take time to study the secrets of the reliquaries. He said they were connected by threads he alone could perceive, and that they whispered to him. He performed a conversion. He claimed from them a mass of primal darkness. He distilled it, transformed its terrifying energy into a more agreeable state. And Osiris, my phoenix, who broke time itself to bring me to his side, awoke. As he recovered, Osiris would tell us how the energy opened his mind. Let him remember Savathun's thoughts and fears as if they were his own. He would tell us about power she knew of, a secret hidden away on Neptune.
This cutscene told us so much, and a lot of people aren't talking about it. The reliquaries whispered to Mithrax. They whispered to him, and they let him see threads connecting them. Threads only Mithrax could see. Where else have we heard of invisible threads? That's right, Strand. Now that might sound a little bit crazy because of this clip.
Strand is unlike any of the powers that we've gotten before. We didn't get it from the Traveler, we didn't get it from the pyramids. It is a power that we find is unlocked within us as Guardians.
Bungie has said that Strand is our own. We find it within us. We learn on our own how to use it, how to see it. We didn't get it from the Traveler or the Darkness. But who is right there with us, mentoring us through the process?
Strand flows through you as it flows through everything. Now is the time to lean into using Strand, not back away from it.
I bet it is no coincidence that he is the one that's teaching us Strand. Why is he our mentor? He has to be manipulated in some capacity by the Nez Cafe that he drank. And it doesn't stop there, because when he drank that concoction, it also told him about Neomuna. Savathun knows so much about the universe. Why was that the one thought that came to Osiris? It's also no coincidence that Nezarec decided to show Osiris what he needed to know to find Neomuna, because Nezarec had help, and that help came from Savathun.
Are you saying Savathun deceived the Witness? Is she the reason humanity survived?
Not the reason. A reason. Not for humanity, but for Traveler.
She was not the reason, a reason. They made a point to single that out because another reason was Nezarec. Savathun and Nezarec have been planning the downfall of the Witness. So whatever plan that Savathun and Nezarec hatched up to defeat the Witness, whatever that is, the key is in Neomuna. And I did talk about that part in my other video, but I think whatever can stop the Witness is the veil. Oh, and one more tidbit about this. You know how Nezarec is associated with the Void? Well, if he knows so much about the Void, he would also know what the opposite of the Void is, which is Strand. But now for the kicker. Why do I think Nezarec isn't just part of the Light and Darkness saga? Why do I think that he's going to ascend past that? Why is Nezarec's storyline next? Well, dear viewer, that's the kicker, because that leads back to the original lore tab that talked about Nezarec. Let me show you. He is that which is the end, that which covets sin, the final god of pain, the purest light, the darkest hour, and he shall rise again. When the guiding shine fades and all seems lost, he will call to you. Fear not, all he offers is not as dark as it may seem. For Nezarec is no demon, but a fiend, arch and vile in ways unknown. He is a path and a way, one of many, and his sin, so wicked, so divine, is that he will never cower when dusk does fall, but stand vigilant as old stars die and new light blinks its first upon this fated eternity. And there's one thing that I really want you to keep in mind, because I'm going to talk about it at the end. The final god of pain. He is a god. Keep that in mind. When the guiding shine fades and all seems lost, he will call to you. What that's telling me is that when the traveler falls, when the shine, when the light fades, he's gonna help us out. Because as I talked about in the other video, I think that Lightfall, the title, is talking about the traveler specifically. I think the traveler will fall. His sin, so wicked, so divine, is that he will never cower when dusk does fall. Nezarec is not afraid of the darkness, and he's not afraid of the Witness. He knows that he can win. And this last part here, but stand vigilant as old stars die and new light blinks its first upon this fated eternity. He is going to watch as his plan comes to fruition. He's going to see the traveler fall, he's going to see the Witness fall, and he's going to see this new light, which if you can see right there, light is capitalized because it's referring to the light. He's going to see this new light rise because if the traveler falls, we're going to need a new way to harness the power of the light. So here is where the god of pain comes in. Originally, Nezarec was a disciple, or at least became a disciple at some point to help out the Witness. I think he wanted to do this because the Witness was just blowing up different races and they were feeling pain, and Nezarec was all about it. And the reason Nezarec betrayed the Witness is because he didn't want to eradicate everything. He still needed beings in the universe to feel pain, to give him power, to give him life. This is also why currently Nezarec is too weak to take the Witness on one-on-one, because as he kills off different races, Nezarec becomes weaker. That's why Nezarec also needs us. Now, I said at the beginning that Nezarec is not the only one of his kind, and we know this because it's in the lore. Have you heard the name Skira? Maybe you need a little bit of a refresher. Have a listen.
Reflecting on our victories, I am reminded of an Elixni legend, one told by the scribes of House Judgment. Before the Great Machine, Elixni were hounded by Skira, the Watcher, a shape-changer, manipulator.
Savathun?
No, but similar. A demon of our dialogues or words, but with silence. Our fear and belief made Skira powerful. When we ceased being afraid, Skira ceased to be.
Were it only that simple, Mithrax.
I wish you could have seen the expression in my face whenever I remembered that bit of dialogue. I am so excited. No one else has talked about Skira and how it connects to anything in the Destiny universe. So what the hell does she have to do with Nezarec? Well, let's break it down for you because there is so much in that little piece of dialogue.
Before the Great Machine, Elixni were hounded by Skira, the Watcher.
Before the Traveler came, that's when Skira was roaming around. And what do we know about the original Nezarec Sin lore? It is pre-Golden Age text. In other words, this is before the Traveler ever showed up in our solar system. Skira existed before the Traveler visited the Elixni. Nezarec existed before the Traveler visited us.
A demon of our past, defeated.
The Nezarec Sin ornament also says Nezarec is no demon. I wonder if there's some sort of misconception to like what these beings are. It also talks about Skira being defeated. Nezarec is also considered to be defeated because he is currently dead. I wonder if these beings get defeated and then they just resurrect. I wonder if it's some sort of cycle that empowers these beings.
Our fear and belief made Skira powerful. When we ceased being afraid, Skira ceased to be.
Fear is what Skira feeds off of. Nezarec feeds off of pain. The less pain in the universe, the weaker Nezarec is. No one was afraid of Skira. That's how they defeated it. Nezarec can't beat the Witness right now because there is not enough pain in the universe, because the Witness kept eradicating all other species. And with that concludes my theory. Nezarec and Skira and whatever god pantheon they are from, that is the next saga in Destiny's storyline. Guardians, thank you so much for coming and watching another one of my crazy lore rant videos. I love making these and I'm happy to hear that you guys are enjoying them also. Also, I want this to become our theory, so please build upon this. If you have any bit of lore that can help me out, leave it in the comments below. Or if you would like to disprove my theory, also leave that in the comments below. On your way out, please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. If you have any topics that you want me to talk about, also leave those in the comments. Now for my OG subscribers, I promise fashion videos are coming back. As soon as Lightfall drops, you guys are going to be getting so much content. I can't wait. And that content would not be possible without my Patreon members. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Go ahead and click on any of the videos popping up in your end card now. And as always, stay beautiful.